Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Dave and this is Frugal Foot. Well, it's time to finish our series on plantar fasciitis, and in this video we're going to discuss some of the conservative treatment options for plantar fasciitis. Again, I encourage you to seek the attention of your own doctor. This video is simply for informational purposes only. When we discuss conservative options, I'm not talking about surgical treatment here. I'm not talking about drugs or any kind of injections or stuff like that. I'm simply talking about conservative, non-invasive treatment plans. But before I get to that, I just want to talk to you about one other sidelight that can assist in treating plantar fasciitis depending upon the actual exam that your doctor can perform, and that is stretching. Now, I'm not a big proponent of actually stretching the plantar fascia. I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. The fascia's ripped. Why would you want to stretch it? You're just ripping it more. But some people have tight heel cords, and that can cause the patient to put their foot down in a different type of position, which can cause the fascia to rip. So sometimes stretching is really important. So here's one thing that is oftentimes used. It's called a night splint. And you wear this when you're sleeping or when you're sitting down for a prolonged period of time. Now, even though it has one of these rubber skid plates on the bottom, if that's what it is, it's not designed to be walked on. Your foot and ankle is locked in this thing. You can't bend, so you don't want to walk with this. You could trip and fall. There's these Velcro straps on the side that you can use to stretch. You can pull the foot closer to the leg and stretch. You've got to be careful with it. You don't want things to hurt when you're using it. And then there's these bands that go around the top that hold your foot and leg in place. And even though the bands are there, the heel always comes up in the splint. That's always been a common complaint with these, but you know, that's the way this thing works. Does it work? Well, for some people it helps, and for other people it doesn't. Another device that you can use that you'll see are one of these half wheels, and this is just to, you put your heel there, you put your forefoot like this, you lean up against the wall with both of your hands for stability, and you can stretch your Achilles tendon with this. But you have to be careful using these. Again, anytime you're stretching anything using these devices, it shouldn't cause any pain. You got to be really careful. So I only encourage you using this with supervision. And I put a link to to both of these items below in the description, so if you want to explore these further, you can. But I believe that the best treatment conservatively for plantar fasciitis using engineering as the approach is proper arch support. Now, in order to facilitate proper arch support, you have to wear shoes. I can't tell you how many times I tell people, you gotta put your shoes on. Oh, I don't want to wear shoes. I'm a barefoot walker. Not anymore. So that means getting out of bed at 2 in the morning to use the little boy's room or little girl's room because you had that extra glass of water before you went to bed. Put your shoes on. You're sleeping in bed. You're off your foot. The arch is up. The fascia's healing. You see? And then you put your foot down on the ground and you don't have proper support and you rip the fascia and you get to start all over again. So put your shoes on first thing out of bed in the morning and wear them through the day. And then inside your shoe, you're going to need to have some sort of arch support because the support in the shoe is it's not really there. There's this liner, we call it the sock liner, inside the shoe, but that really doesn't offer much support. Any of the support in the sneaker is really on the outside of the sneaker, and your foot moves inside of it. So we need to put something inside of the shoe to help hold that arch up. Now, this creates a whole myriad of confusion and problems because there's so many different kinds of arch supports, and there's so many different kinds of arch support companies, and there are all these different price points, and they all seem to be focused towards this problem or that problem. And it's very confusing, and it's really beyond the scope of this video to discuss arch supports. However, what I've done is I've selected a certain number of arch support companies that are easy for people to get their hands on, and I've created a video series where we talk about those, and I kind of go through and give you my opinions on what I like and dislike about certain arch supports. So you can check out that series, and maybe that will help you out in picking or selecting the right arch support for you. So that being said, I wish there was a lot more I could say about plantar fasciitis that would help conservatively. Now, maybe your doctor will have some other things that they recommend that could help you out. So check with your own doctor. If you learned something in this video, please give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe. You can also check out the website, frugalfoot.com. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.